What are your thoughts on pretty privilege?
It's definitely gotten me out of a lot of things.
Is this a real thing?
I don't know. To an extent.
Can you explain?
Pretty privilege. The ease and access that you can get as an attractive person. I'm guessing you guys are a couple?
Sure.
What do you value more in a partner? Extreme intelligence or extreme physical attractiveness?
Intelligence, for sure. If I had to choose between the two, yeah.
Definitely. Are you single or are you in a relationship?
I'm married, happily married.
Is your partner more intelligent or more attractive?
Very kind.
That's like code for ugly.
More attractive.
So this one-
I have the brains, he has the look.
It's both. I think it's hard to say one or the other.
Yeah.
I would say at first attractiveness because that's what makes you inquire about the intelligence, but afterwards I would say the intelligence outweighs the attractiveness.
With physical attraction, that's short term. You definitely need to have not just body language, voice intonation, like things that make you more attractive, and that comes from confidence. That's more of a personality thing.
We probably value things a little bit differently compared to girls. Like girls, I feel like can get past a guy's look as long as they're confident, they have that swagger.
Sure. They like shiny dead things. We like shiny living things.
Oh. As her ass is still just out. Do you think confidence can be developed?
Sure, but not when I want to be there. I don't want to deal with that shit.
Do you guys describe yourself as more attractive or more intelligent?
I think I'm a well-rounded individual, and
That's such a hard question because,
Yes.
like, honestly, like, I don't know.
I mean, I would definitely say attractive. I would definitely more attractive. Yeah, than intelligent. Yeah.
Okay, you guys are the first girls who have actually admitted
I
that.
would say I'm more intelligent than I am attractive. You could still be pretty and be smart.
One or the other.
Oh, more smart, because then I would be more wealthy.
Pretty privilege differs based on if you're a girl or a guy.
It's very different if you're a girl. I think that it's a lot easier.
There's like a girl that's like asking for the exact same thing as I would never get helped, and they would, like at bars, like do guys ever get served first? No.
Yeah, like, yo, you're.
Girls cry when they get pulled over and the cops are like, get off in the morning.
Yeah. Okay, have you ever done that?
No. Yeah, so I've been pulled over, very drunk. He was like, all right, like, just make it home safe. And I was like, all right, cool. I was like, if a guy got pulled over this drunk,
I'd be fucked.
I mean,
I would say intelligence as well, but I think it depends on your career. Some careers you need the attractiveness, you don't need to be intelligent, and vice versa with other careers.
Now I'm kind of curious what people on the internet are saying about pretty privilege. So let's check this video out right here.
Being pretty is hard. A lot of disadvantages come with being a conventionally attractive woman, okay? Pretty means that a lot of attractive guys won't want to talk to you. Tony, you're being mean.
Yeah. Alright, that's enough.
In the social media age, like physical attractiveness is valued even more, where you can literally become famous for being attractive.
No, you still have to have talent. It's not sustainable unless you have a good sense of humor or talent, you're creative enough.
Well, how would you explain all those butt Instagram models getting...
Yeah, but how long can they do that for? You can't do that until you're...
There will always be
40.
Instagram models though.
Yeah, but
There will
when they
always
do-
be Instagram models.
And more of an outlet for attractive people to get more popular quicker.
It's just shown more, and that's why we put more of a value on it. I think there's a lot of people who are very successful with their intelligence, but it's just not shown to us. So I don't think it's the one is more valuable. I just think we just don't see those people who are super intelligent and successful because it's not always on social media.
If you see a very attractive person, you may think that they're not intelligent or they're a douchebag, you know? Because I feel like that's such a big stigma.
Yeah, like how I kind of phrased that question where it's like, oh, would you rather be intelligent or attractive? Both can exist, but I guess that's also rare too.
Right.
If you're an extremely attractive person, like sometimes you don't even have to develop that personality, and that in and of itself could be a privilege too, where you don't really have to work on yourself as hard.
I feel like I've come across some very attractive people. They have less substance than people who are not as attractive, and I think that's just because people who are attractive, they haven't had to learn how to socialize without using their attractiveness. They can just sit in a room and people are going to naturally gravitate towards them.
I think this is exactly why you never see extremely attractive comedians. Like, do you think if Bill Burr looked like Brad Pitt, he'd be one of the goats of comedy? Hell no. And of course there exist people who may have the combination of both, but the reason why it's so rare is because I think a lot of attractive qualities like humor is developed through this desire to want to be heard. And if you can make people laugh, no matter who you are, what you look like, people will listen. But those types of opportunities are hard to cultivate if everyone is always laughing at your jokes and hanging on to every word that you say solely because they want to fuck you. Let's just try another video.
I'm much less likely to be the subject of a racist comment. I don't hear those things anymore, and it's likely because people find me more attractive now than they did when I was younger.
We all make snap judgments based on our physical appearance. From that, we kind of assign the type of respect that we want to give to another person. For example, right, like when I was growing up, I definitely received my fair share of ching chong and Asian jokes. And maybe it's just, you know, a result of growing older and hanging out with different people. As I've gotten taller and, you know, started putting on some muscle, that stopped happening as much.
If you kept watching up until this point, don't click away yet because I have another point on pretty privilege. For a lot of my audience, what made you stay may have been the content, but what made you initially click was that attractive girl in that thumbnail. I leveraged pretty privilege in this case by making sure I got a thumbnail just like that with an attractive girl before I started any filming to once again prove how real pretty privilege is. And you know what? To also get more views.
Pretty privilege, I think, actually is one of the biggest privileges that you could have, and it's never talked about.
If you like this video, you'll like this one too.